Awesome. Hello and welcome. My name is Michael Smith, and we are here on SAM.gov. We're here to talk about the Chrome extension GovToolsPro. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually just setting up as a normal person looking for contracts. Into contracts here, I signed in. This is imperative. You got to sign in. And then what I'm going to do is, I don't need set aside. What do we want? We want a notice type. So this is Chrome Tools or GovToolsPro is configured for solicitations. It does recognize other types, notice types, but it is specifically for solicitations. So you want to have that drop down there, and then the place of performance, our country, we're going to choose United States. So this just kind of helps the extension out and allows you to there you go. There's 3 checks. All right, here's GovToolsPro, and the 3 checks it's going to do is going to check if you're signed into GovTool or SAM.gov. It's also going to check that you're signed into the extension itself, and then also it's going to see if you qualify for a balance increase. If it's your first time, it'll give you a balance increase, some free credits for you to go ahead and start using the application. All right, so what does GovToolsPro do? I'm gonna go ahead and find a couple of solicitations here. Let's try this Firewatch. Everything's kind of done on the fly here. So the first thing it does is it automatically reads the solicitation page. It's gonna give you this widget here. It's gonna tell you how many days are remaining and some basic information, the NAICS and the small business set aside, and also an estimated value. What it does is it takes the NAICS and the, the NAICS and the PSC code, and it compares that with the other matching contracts, and that's where you get this range here. So if you click on the dashboard, it's going to open up this side panel here, and you're going to see immediately all of the documents that are displayed here in the attachments section. And it's going to identify the ones that are core. What I mean by core is the solicitation amendment, the solicitation, the ones that's going to have all the information about the technical requirements for that solicitation. So it's identified those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like maybe just 5. And what you can do is you can click the process all. It's going to download all of these and analyze them using AI. It's actually going to open up a page if I click on that. And you can also click on the start working on this. This is going to save this. So let's say you like this and you want to start working on it. It's going to save it in your solicitations, and you'll be able to work on it at another time. And you can see that here. Let's see, is this the same one? It's not. So if I hit that, it's going to save it down here. I'm not going to do that right now. We're just doing an overview. So this is your dashboard. If you click the open full dashboard, it's going to open this other page here, and you're going to have other tools and tabs that you can review. So again, this is the solicitations tab, and it's going to have all of the available attachments here. And again, it's going to auto select the ones that it believes are main. This one active means I have one solicitation saved. It's overdue. I probably should get rid of it, but that's okay. The next tab you're going to see is the notifications tab. So if I wanted to enable notifications on this particular solicitation, it's going to give me emails based on the deadline. So you have a response deadline here, 8 days and 23 hours left, right? Click on that, you get some notifications for that. Here's your profile. If you fill out the settings and your profile here, it'll look up all of your information in your logged in company or companies. So for my particular company, GovToolsPro, got my cage code and the DUNS and all of your pertinent information, some of the core competencies, elevator maintenance, 24-hour on call, industry codes. So this is just your personal information that is pulled from SAM.gov. We also have a help tab here, and this is going to get you started on all of the different tabs if you want some information. We also have some troubleshooting. SAM.gov does a lot of refreshing, so unfortunately the extension won't catch that, and that's by design. So some fixes: if you have some issues, just refresh the the extension. Everything will be great. All right, so let's move on to the next tab. We have the analysis tab, and this analysis tab is going to basically run the numbers for you. So you saw it populate. We of course have this basic information that it's pulled, but also has spending by fiscal year, right? And this spending is the government on that specific NAICS code and PSC. So you're going to find out how much do they spend on solicitations similar to this year over year. You also have a geographic distribution, again for the same NAICS and PSC. It's going to tell you where in the world is Carmen San Diego. So we have the top states by award: Virginia, California, Florida. It's going to tell you how much was spent there. Again, some drill down information. If you're doing a deep dive, or if your company, a lot of larger companies definitely that need this information. They want to know where to and how to invest. We've got your industry leaders. So these are the companies based on the NAICS and the PSC code that have won the most contracts with the government. So for this particular combination, top recipients in NAICS code nationwide for the last 3 years. And you have those top 5 here. So this is just a short informational page here for you. If you want to delve into it deeper, you'll click on the open market analysis page. And this is going to open up again another tab here, and you'll do an even deeper dive. So again, this is for the larger companies. You're going to have a market overview. You've got quick stats concerning the total market size, average award size, and so on. So when you get this is free. You can follow along, or you can watch this later. Or of course you can explore by yourself. We have the spending trends over the last 5 years. These are year over year in a graphical representation. We also have the industry context. This is from 2021 census, and it tells you about the total establishments, total employees, kind of a slice of the companies that are actually getting these solicitations. Again, here's the top states: Virginia, Mississippi. We also have contract type breakdown. So looks like the IDVs had 2,229, and then there's the set aside distribution. So it looks like the most with this combination was full and open, with a percentage of 96.5. So this particular one, I didn't see if it had a set aside, but you know, if you have a set aside for your company, that's good on you. Top contractors. So this is really looking into your competitors. If you're specific to this particular NAICS, you'll be able to see who the big players are, who the frequent players are, what states they're in, how much money was spent, the average or range of contracts for that particular NAICS. We also have definitive contract information. And so you can go down through these as well. I do want to make this short and kind of move on to the next tab, because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tabs in here. So we have an agency analysis, same thing. I'll just kind of scroll through that for you. We have the competitor landscape. This is a little bit more information that you would definitely be looking for. So here's the competitor landscape, not necessarily the incumbent, but we do have the incumbent tab here, as well as a go no go. These are probably the more important ones. You want to know who is the incumbent, what they got paid for it the last time, and how you can, and if you can, compete. So again, this is the competitor landscape. Let's see here. We've got the companies and then a distribution across the United States. Here's your incumbent intel. Now you're going to notice here it has a number 2. This also has a number 2. These are credits. Each credit's about 4 cents. And I've got about 648 credits. So once you click on that, it is going to charge you a credit. We haven't analyzed any documents. So if you click this, it's going to go back to your initial dashboard, and it's basically telling you, hey, we don't have this information. It's all tucked inside these documents. So you can, if you were to go back to the dashboard, you can check and uncheck whatever documents they or the extension has identified. You can look through those yourself. I'm looking at this performance work statement. We definitely want that. We also have another one. DD254, I don't think I need that. Definitely don't need the pricing sheet, so I'm going to uncheck those. And we have a Q&A. If you want to keep that in there, that's fine. It'll show up in other reports later on. So I'm going to click process 8 documents, right? And you'll see them download and it'll be sent. We have a processing bar here that's going to tell you how far along it's going. The document upload and processing process is actually pretty quick when you think about the number of pages and amount of information that we're processing. So one of the biggest benefits of the extension is it's going to be able to process large documents and multitude of documents in a fraction of the time it would take for you to even open it up and review those documents. And you can see the credits are being deducted here, and that's based on the size of these documents, so won't have to worry about that. We are at 3 of 8 right now. This information that's being processed is going to matriculate across these tabs, and it'll be able to draw more information out of each of these tabs here. So we're going to let that continue. We've got 4 of 8 as of now, which is about halfway. We are on the performance of work statement. And so again, we're allowing this, and what it also is doing is collecting not only the information individually, but it's collecting them in context. And what I mean by that is a lot of times you'll find a lot of amendments, and one amendment will supersede the one previous to it or change something previous to that. You need your AI model to be able to identify what information is being replaced so that when it's presented to the user, it provides the correct and most upfront and current information. So it looks like we're on 5 of 8. We've got 1, 2, 3 more. I'll let that go through. While that's doing that, I think I'll take the time to look at the proposals. I think I'll wait. We're almost done. 6 of 8. I probably should have done 4 just for demonstration, but I did want to capture some of this other information. In DD254, another thing that you'll have to think about is the formatting. So when we send these to our model, we've taken into account each form's formatting, so it knows exactly where to look on each of these forms. So this gives you a higher level of confidence when you're analyzing these, that number 1, we are pulling the information directly from the documents, and number 2, that information is going to be current and relevant as well, and you're not going to miss any information. So we're on the last one and we're finished. Great. So we're going to go to the analysis tab. Come back here and let's refresh, and there you are. So now this information is being processed in our incumbent Intel. It's going through FPDS and it's uploading keywords. It's providing keywords based on the information to see if we can find an incumbent. This particular solicitation did not find one. It doesn't mean that it couldn't find it. Technically, it runs through all of those that are closest to the solicitation keywords and information that we have. And if it can't find one, it will find the closest one here. So we went over 123 different contracts. We did use keywords. So we did find keywords such as the place of performance and the agency office and other keywords as well. The market assessment is that this is new. Market context, so this is all the information. So the information that you do receive from the incumbent Intel tab is the closest one. So it will show the top match here, Huntington Ingalls Incorporated. I'm going to click on this and it's going to show you the value of that. So congratulations. This one particular solicitation didn't have any incumbents, but it did provide some information about the next best top matches. You can go through those as well. We have similar contracts as well. Here's Ingalls again. And so that is the value of the incumbent tab. Next is your go no go. So what the go no go tab does is it takes your profile, what we were reviewing earlier, and it compares it with the solicitation itself. So solicitation itself will have the contractor must, and it'll have a lot of different language indicating what is required of the contractor in order for it to even be qualified to take on the solicitation. So what this is doing is telling you, yeah, this is a good fit based on your requirements and the job that you perform and the requirements of the job. So it will tell you the set aside, women owned, travel requirements, timeline, you got 9 days left. Any certifications that are set in here in the documents, it'll provide it here. This one doesn't require any clearance, no CMMC required, no other certificates as well, and this is the contracting office. So just a quick look of what is in this solicitation. It's got your strengths and a score breakdown. It's basically telling you why it did all of this, why it gave you the score it did. And then also it gives you a manual self-assessment checklist. So let's say it gave me a strong, I'm going to go through this and say, okay, well, let me see what requirements are in the documentation. And does that match what I have? And so I'm hypothetically saying, yes, it does match. Registered under the NAICS, qualify for women, own small business, and can meet response deadline. Yes, yes, yes. Have experience with the Department of Defense and have required technical capability. So you can do this yourself just as a self-assessment to say, yes, we do, or no, we do not have that or those requirements. Lastly, second to last is our award pattern. And it's going to give you some quick stats on the competitive type, the competition type, and spending, the award size distribution over different ranges of values. We're also going to show you some pricing insights, and this is from the GSA schedule rates, and that's definitely good when you're putting your proposal together. And it also give you kind of a subjective bid competition insight. So based on other similar solicitations, average offers for that contract was about 1.7, so it's pretty low. Single bid rate about 63. All right, so the last tab is our awards database. So here, if you want to delve deeper into whomever, you'll be able to see the awards. This is the award ID. This is the company that received that award, the amount they received, agency, start and end dates, and the duration and the type. And so if you were interested in that, you can click on it. It'll take you to USA Spending, and it'll give you some more information on that there. That's your analysis tab. I'm going to end this here and let you know that this is GovToolsPro. This is a Chrome extension. It is free, and it is intended for government contractors that definitely need AI review and some organization to streamline and hasten your workflow throughout the day. Again, this is GovToolsPro. My name is Michael Smith, and thanks for checking it out.